What if you were just playing parkour, and somebody asked you if you could kill the Ender Dragon by only using resources you can get through the world? Well, I decided to test this on Parkour Spiral, the most famous parkour map of all time, that I happen to have a lot of experience in. This challenge, however, would not be possible if I didn't replace these end gateway blocks on this hill with end portal blocks. That being said, am I able to beat the game using only the materials provided? Alright, so we're loaded in, and obviously I'm not going to be doing the parkour. I'm going to be getting the tree, which, that feels really weird. After taking down the tree, I made some wooden tools and then decided to get some stone to make some stone tools. I kept progressing through the map, breaking and placing blocks that I usually don't, until I found some hay bales that I decided I would use to get food. After crafting that into some bread, I went to get some stone, and I found a command block. Oh. I kept on moving through the world, and then I found out mobs could actually spawn, so that was interesting. And then I found some iron, which will be very useful. I got a furnace, and then got myself all the basic necessities. Those basic necessities including diamonds. And then I found a bed where I would set my spawn. This could be my main bedroom, I don't know. I kept parkouring through the map, and I eventually found a spot that would be way better for storage, as you can tell by my reaction. Oh, this would be a better spot for storage. And here we are. Here's the said nether portal. Pre-made, just not pre-lit. Is there another? There is another. Very interesting spawn. Just go down there. I traversed through the nether getting spare blocks from crimson trees. I searched for a bastion, and after a short time I actually found one, where I had an encounter with a hoglin. I think this guy wants to fight. I think he wishes to pick a fight with me. Once in the bastion, I determined it was a bridge, so I made my way to the gold chalice, unalived a piglin brute, and executed Drasky's route. All was going well, and I decided to go to the other side of the bastion to get some more loot, until this happened. Unfortunately for me, Piglin Brute came from nowhere and pushed me into the lava. This deterrent honestly made me want to quit and scrap the entire video. The run was pretty good. I thought it was over because I already mined out the iron, but there was a spot I forgot, and it had loads of iron, and I could make my way back to the nether even stronger than before. I really thought a piglin brute would stop me? Yeah, right. Once I got back to the nether, I had a new plan in mind. I decided to just trade with some strays instead, because I already had a ton of gold, so I don't really need the bastion. I then made my way to a nearby fortress. I somehow guessed where it was. I'm not cheating, I promise. And I got my blaze rods, and I got out of there as quick as I could. When I got back to nether spawn, it took me a while to find where I left my piglins, because I didn't mark it at all. But it was actually worth going off track because of this. Oh wait, I need that. Yo! We dancing. More time went by, and I finally found the piglins. Oh, I found it. Here we are. 6 pearls? That is blasphemy. After a measly 6 ender pearls, I decided to go back to the overworld and test my luck with endermen over there. Going into this, I didn't really expect the mobs to be much of a problem, but when the zombie hit me off and I tried to place water on a note block, this was the first of many times I got hit off. Alright, you guys want to know something crazy I just found out? Well, I didn't just find out, but I don't need the Eyes of Ender. It's already lit where I put it. So I don't really need the Eyes of Ender. If you remember the place I put the end portal, it's just right there in the open, pre-lit. So this meant that the past 45 minutes of my life was completely wasted. Here's me getting hit by a skeleton again. Although in the long run, it's good that I found it out now instead of spending maybe another half hour getting all the ender pearls. Here's another part where I made a wrong play against a creeper, so it's kind of on me. Oh, damn it. No. 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 Finally, after what felt like days of getting back up again and again, I could get some wood and some wool to fight the dragon. Obviously, I can't do that without a zombie, though. Thankfully, I pearled and I could get up quick. From there, I crafted beds, and I was just about ready to fight the dragon. I made my way to the deep dark under the entire map. That's where I put the end portal. I had a bit of a tricky time remembering where I actually put it, so I bridged out a little bit and used F5 to get a whole different perspective. Immediately into entering the end, I did not make friends with the Enderman. How did I already sky crab these guys? One by one, I shot down all the end crystals, and we were very much nearing the end of this challenge. All that was left to do was hit the one cycle. It's perching. I did the wrong side. It's fine. That'll probably be an ASMR if future me decides to edit it that way. Alright, dragon egg acquired. Almost. Nah, bro. So the answer is no, it's not possible only using resources provided by Parkour Spiral. With a slight modification, adding an end portal, it does become possible, however. I don't know, you decide if I won that or not. And with that, subscribe and peace out.